Hey radio friends, Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike. I'm Mike. This is the Travelin Ham. The Travelin Ham has gone mobile. Hi, my name's Mike. I'm a full-time traveler and ham radio operator. I activate amazing parks all over the United States. Join the adventure and see what's next.
Buckle your seatbelt, Dorothy.
The traveler has come.
Because Kansas is going bye-bye.
It was a huge, beastly, bulging man. Plates were from Kansas.
Now I know that might sound a little silly to say, what's so big about a traveling ham going mobile? Well, let's take a moment to explain it here, because some newer hams may not quite be clear on the definitions of mobile ham radio versus portable ham radio. And most of what you've seen me do on this channel, I would define as portable, meaning I'm setting up a station, a temporary station that is not meant to be used while in motion, right? So I go into a park, I set up a station, and I'm at that location, portable, activating that park, and then when I'm done, I put it all away before I can move. Mobile implies that the radio is installed on some kind of a vehicle, be it an RV, a truck, a bike, anything that can be put in motion and have the radio operating at the same time. So I have finally gotten the ATAS installed on the truck, and I've got a few weeks that I'm gonna do a decent amount of driving. So I thought this would be a good time to set up my 891 actually in the truck and operate that way for a few weeks and see how it goes. We're on vacation in Missouri this week. I have a job opportunity that may pop up in Missouri that'll have me drive farther. And when all that's said and done, the wife and I are coming back to Missouri again to have a little bit of time to observe our 30th wedding anniversary. So there's gonna be a lot of time here in the truck. Every time we come to Missouri is at least 6 hours one way. And it was quite entertaining having the radio in the truck. So I'm excited to have that opportunity. I think in the future, I'm gonna have 3 portable radios for me. You know, a mobile station here in the truck, another station in the RV. Now that could be a larger radio, but I don't have that much space. So it's still gotta be small. And then another one to go in a pack. So 3 891s will be good. Maybe, fingers crossed, Yaesu or ICOM will come out with a mobile radio that will do both UHF and VHF. That would be really great in both of my vehicles, and then I could just take the 891 out on my POTA activations. I'd really like it to be Yaesu because I have the ATAS, and anything new they have come out will probably drive that ATAS. You know, something that's like an 857 replacement would work nicely. Anyway, I got a small window to operate in here. We're vacationing down by Table Rock Lake in southern Missouri, and I had a good excuse to not go out on the lake this morning related to that job opportunity. And while I'm waiting for information, I'm going to come out here to Mark Twain National Forest and activate. Now, even though I'm right on the lake and the lake has a state park, the state park is nowhere close to where we're staying near Kimberling City. So there's just a small piece of forest here. You saw the skinny little road I had to come down. It's actually a neighborhood road, so there are cars that go up and down this road to get to houses down at the other end. The ditches are pretty overgrown, so there's not a whole lot of places to pull a vehicle over, but luckily I found what looks like a little hiking trail, maybe going up to the top of this hill here. where I can activate. I can pull the truck off the side of the road. I'm totally off the pavement, so it's a pretty safe spot to sit. We're gonna sit here and see if we can get 10 CW contacts pretty quick. You ready? Let's go. All right, so here's the setup we're running off of here today. I have taken the Lido mount out of the RV, basically just unbolted it from the bottom and bolted it into the mount I put here in the truck. The seatbelt mount did not work well with my seat, so I kind of had to ham engineer it to get that to work. But I've got the 891 that I'm running here, and I don't have the 6000 hooked up. This is just here for pretty, so I don't have a blank space at the top of the bar. It makes it look a little better. You always got to sell it to the XYL, you know, so if you make it look better, that's always better. So this, the face is here, but there's no VHF, UHF capability hooked up to this. We're just doing HF. And the radio is right back here underneath where the daughter sits. So we got some of their blankets and stuff there. Why they need blankets in July is a mystery to me, but it makes sense to them. And there's the 891 hooked up to the battery, and all kinds of cables and things that go underneath the seats up to the front. And then of course all that is to send signal to the Yaesu ATAS-120A. We're gonna run on 20 meters, see what happens. All right, we're gonna be logging today on World Radio League. Okay, I'm gonna set up a new logbook. This is gonna be a POTA. Type in a name, Mark Twain. Mark Twain, there we go, 4492. Select that. Okay, frequency, I think I'm gonna run on 14.0. Right when I say that, I hear a beep. I think I'm gonna try 046. CW. I'm gonna assume my EM47KR right there. Oh no, that's gonna be way off. Okay, let's go to Maidenhead. I'm an EM36GP. Okay, so that's EM, oops, no space, 36 GP. Okay. Create logbook. All right. All right, I had to put you a little bit farther away to get you in some shade because I think the camera's gonna overheat where it was in the windshield. It's the only place I can get some height. I need a better setup in this truck here for my camera, but it is what it is. Okay, let's do QSL again. I'm all set to go. I just need to POTA auto spot. 14046, 25 watts, CW. Go. Okay, POTA spot added. There's my spot. My spot has come through. Checking power. I'm in the deep menu, guys. I'm in the deep menu. There we go. 25 watts. Out. AF3W. Okay, I'll give him a 5-3. 559, Florida. Nice. Man, that's quiet. I think there's some people responding to me, but there's no way I'm gonna hear any of that. Maybe turn the IPO off and tighten up my filter a little bit. I'll go from 500, we'll go down to 250. Using that narrow filter, we'll see if that does better. The IPO is counterintuitive. You turn it off, and that's turning on the preamp. So basically the way to think of it, you got the IPO and the attenuator, and if those are lit up, that means that you're making your radio quieter, or you're cutting out noise, hopefully. It took me a little bit to start thinking about that so I could keep it straight in my head. It was always confusing otherwise. Because it seems like if you turn your preamp on, that's when it should be lit up. But it's IPO, which I can't even remember what the meaning of that acronym is, literally. But when IPO is on, preamp is off. So anything's lit up, either of those two are lit up, it's making your radio quieter. I'm getting spotted. No one's hearing me. I might try changing frequencies just in case there is someone else here that's keeping other people out east from hearing me. So maybe, what did I say? It was 45.5 and 47. So I could drop down to 44, or let's go up to 48. Nope. All right, let's try 44. I was thinking about up in power, but I got a good report in Florida. I do not have a big window here. I'm gonna get it done. It needs to roll. There's that error again. I'm at 18 words a minute now. I got up to 18. Last time I bumped it up to 17. Over field day, I bumped it up to 18. Oh. KE0VITT. Okay, so my camera overheated at some point and all that. I don't know how much I got. I've hopped around frequencies a couple times just because I'm not hitting too much, and I think there might be other people operating on the same frequency or nearby. Other people can't hear me, but I can't hear them, so I have no idea. Because it's afternoon conditions, I can't hear real well. So I hop around a little bit and wait till I get an opening. I changed to 14041 and got a contact right away. So I'm hoping this one will work better. KD. Okay. Okay. Sounds like a bug or a cootie. Well, skip zone didn't look too bad. That one in Georgia, I don't think was in Georgia. I got the South Carolina and Florida. I don't remember a second one out east, unless I picked up something wrong, but you know, out to the east there, you can see my skip zone, which is better than I would imagine it. We could still get like Ohio and Pennsylvania and Carolinas, part of Georgia, Florida. Well, I may not get this done in my time window here. I'll give it everything I got, but that's okay. I'm in my mobile setup. I found a park. I got out here and did the exercise. I got a video. It's okay. It's more contacts from Mark Twain National Forest, whether they count for an activation or not. Okay. That's probably what I should give him, is a 222. I've had plenty of failures in my POTA career and on this channel, so I don't worry about failures. Some of you guys really try to maintain these perfect records, and I think you're doing yourselves a disservice. You know, maybe you should just go out there and fail one and get over it. So, I mean, I think there's too many opportunities that you'll just say, no, I'm not going to try that because I might fail, and you don't want to lose that perfect record. So if you've got that perfect record and you feel like it's affecting those kinds of decisions, I would encourage you just to go out and fail and get it over with, so you erase that perfect record and get out there and try some stuff that you wouldn't ordinarily try. Don't be afraid of failing. I missed one letter. California? California. Nice signal. Not even registering on the S meter. Okay, folks, we got that done. The GoPro couldn't quite make it. It overheated for a second time, right in between my 9th and 10th contact. I did get a 10th contact. Where was it at? It was back East Virginia. 10th contact was from Virginia, nice loud signal, and got it done. Don't care about the insurance contact. I got 10, I'm good, I'm getting out of here. And that was good. That was a good exercise. This was a perfect spot, a perfect situation for, you know, for a mobile setup, just being here on the edge of the road. But that's a wrap of this mobile CW activation. The Travelin Ham is now mobile. And thank you, member, for this video being mid-roll ad-free. If you'd like to join and sponsor the channel as well, we can keep mid-roll ads off of these videos for your enjoyment. There's no obligation, but if you can, if you feel like it, there's a way to do it, and we'll keep those mid-roll ads off. I'm Mike, Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike. This is the Travelin Ham. We'll see you next time.